Are you looking for some inspiration in creating your Midjourney art? I think I can help you with it. I found this amazing website that is really easy to use and is totally free. You can generate some beautiful art pieces using this. I was able to create this, this, and this, and I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do to get even better results. Hi everyone, Armagan here. Welcome to the channel. You all know how amazing Midjourney is when it comes to making images. In fact, it is so good that I am actually trying to create a full-time business using Midjourney. I will link it up here and in the description if you are interested. But sometimes it's not what the tool can do. Sometimes we are actually the ones with limited imagination or knowledge to use the tool's full potential. And in this case, Midjourney. So the prompt guide I want to show you is the one by Andrei Kovalev. I hope I am pronouncing the name correctly. This is one amazing website to come to for all your prompt needs. There is no way you can ever run out of prompt ideas if you are using this website. The feature that I love about this one is that it doesn't require any guesswork from you. You don't have to research anything and you don't even need any sense of direction prior to coming to this website. For example, as of now, I have no idea what I want to make. I am just here testing out the prompts and I know for sure that I will find something that I can use through this. So if you visit this website, you will see this home screen. Here you can scroll down and see the reference styles. There are more than a dozen of them for you to choose from, and then within each style, you have hundreds of different prompts in each category that you can try within Midjourney. So the first time you come to this page and you scroll down to the reference guides, you can see that they have anime style, they have a category for techniques. You can try different illustrations, you can check out the styles of different painters, photographers, and even fashion designers. So let's choose one of the options available. I love illustrations and have always enjoyed them. So let's go into illustrations and see what we can do. They have mentioned what you will find on each page. So this is a list of illustrators, graphic artists, engravers, cartoonists, comic artists, and concept artists whose name will affect the style of Midjourney V4 generations. And if you scroll down, you can see that they have some pretty amazing illustrations here. Even if you know nothing about these illustrators, you can look at these images and decide which one you want. For example, if you are looking for a dark mystic feeling, you can check out Adrian Smith. And when you click on the image, you can look at the style closely and see if you want something like that. Or you can look at Alex Ross and see they have these amazing portrait options with a bold and classy look to the images. Or you can look at Asif Hanuka and you can get this comic book style illustration. There are literally hundreds of people and their style options on this page. You can just use them in your prompt directly. Another one that I really like in the illustrations is Becky Cloonan. Let's look at some other options as well. So let's select painters and you can see you will get the art styles of dozens of painters and what your image would look like when you go into Midjourney. The same is the case for designers, architects, and filmmakers. This website is actually a treasure island when it comes to prompts. All you need to bring is the patience to play with all these styles and you are gold. Let's go to Midjourney, try a few of them and see what we get. Obviously, some of the styles will work well with buildings, some will work well with landscape, and some with people. I am starting with a simple prompt. A beautiful girl, a hair bun, a house in the background with setting sun. Not using any prompt helps here. I just want to see what Midjourney gives me without any direction. The image is pretty nice. So it has a setting sun which gives this beautiful light, and obviously there is our main character, a beautiful girl with a bun. Let's try Asif Hanuka in the prompt. This is totally different from what we saw with the generic version out of Midjourney. Much closer to the comic book style art. It is really pretty actually. And I will upscale number 2. Hey, while I look at these illustrators, can you please go and like this video? I really need your help to grow this channel. So another illustrator I really like is Ashley Wood. She has this significantly different style of art where the image is not very sharp on purpose and the lines are not very clear, but in cohesion, the image produces amazing results. And that is exactly what we are getting from Midjourney. Look at the details, or rather lack of details in the image. And yet, the style of the artist is directly coming through in these images. I am upscaling 1. But now I am thinking, what if I just keep the prompt very simple and say a beautiful girl with a bun? How different would that image be from the one we have? Because in this one, we have included a building and a landscape in the prompt. So let's check that out. Oh, this is pretty close to what the website was showing us. Really nice. Look at this style. It's really amazing. Let's upscale number 2. Let's try the same prompt for Becky Cloonan. Again, the style is pretty close to comic book art, but these subtle designs and color patterns are clearly linked to the illustrator. Look at the colors in the background. They are pretty impressive. I want to try that shorter prompt here. And wow, this is so nice. The red tinge on these images, the colors and the details are really pretty. I am upscaling number 1 here. The last illustrator I want to try before we move on is Herge. I am really sorry if I am screwing up these names. The line art is again very close to what we were expecting. You can obviously use these in the prompts and get your images pretty close to what you are seeing on the website. Moving on to the painters page, I can't point this out enough. This website is a treasure. I am not paid to say any of this, and neither is this video sponsored. I found this website and I want to bring it to you because it is genuinely impressive. Scrolling through the painters, I like Alexander Miller. Let's try that. This is so pretty. The details, the style, everything is really good. I will replace Alexander Miller with Amy Sherald. This is vastly different to what we have seen previously. The rest of the prompt details, the setting sun, a house, a beautiful girl with a hair bun are all there in this image. Just the style is different based entirely of what Midjourney knows about Amy Sherald. Let me try that shorter prompt and see what happens. And yes, we got an image much closer to what we saw on the website. While browsing the website, I saw this street artist's work that looked really nice. They are called C215. Let's see what we get if we use their name in the prompt. Oh, this is so pretty. It's street art, but every detail in the image is beautiful. Even the image with shorter prompt, the one that is only giving us the girl, clearly shows the street art style. Trying something different now? I am looking at the techniques instead of focusing on the artist now. Let's check out hyperrealism and see what Midjourney does to the image. Oh, look at that. It is definitely pretty close to a real picture. It has all these tiny details that make it closer to a photo instead of a painting. Pretty good. All of these options look great actually. Another technique that brings some really nice color combinations is Fauvism. I want to try that. And yes, I'm pretty confident that Midjourney is picking up this style in the image. The colors and the details in the image are so pretty. I want to see what it will give me if I try the shorter prompt. And of course, the technique is definitely coming through when I shortened the prompt. If I use Art Deco as the style, this is what I'm getting. Pretty sure I would not have been able to come up with an image prompt that could have created such a beautiful image. I am upscaling 1. Same prompt, just replacing Art Deco with funk art. And we get entirely different style of images. I really like these colors of funk art. Changing the style to pop art has produced this image. Let's try one last theme. I want to go to filmmakers and see what we can produce. I love the movies by Christopher Nolan. I want to try that. Well, the light is kind of similar. Not sure how else we can see that the style is by Christopher Nolan. Maybe if we had used a scene instead of a person, I might have had a better luck. But let's move on to another prompt. The colors and style have changed when I run the same prompt and use Quentin Tarantino as my style guide. There is definitely a clear difference. Upscaling this. I am actually running out of adjectives for these images. So there you have it. So many styles in just changing one word. You can get the name of the artist or technique and make your own piece of art. You can also combine different artists and different techniques and get something entirely new. A lot of people have asked me if it is right to use the name of an artist in the prompt, especially if we are creating something that is influenced by their work. Well, to be really honest, this is a gray area that no one wants to go into. But if you ask me, at a personal level, I feel like if we are using the names of the prompts as a guide only, again, only and only as a guide and not with the intent of producing an exact replica of the work of that artist, then I don't have an objection of using the name of the artist. For example, if I give Midjourney a prompt telling it to produce an image with the style of Mona Lisa, it does not mean I am trying to be Leonardo da Vinci. It's a style. I like the style and I can make it my own. And if I mash up 2, 3 or even 4 styles together, I don't think everyone would have a problem with that. Anyways, that is just my thought. By the way, if you are looking for a free alternate to Midjourney, you should check out the video on the screen. Thank you for watching this and I'll see you in the next one.